Gotta love traffic. Okay. Since we're already on the subjects, I like it. As I pop the shade on my nose, that's great. Hello my beautiful babes, what is up? It's Brandi. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you're new, hello, welcome. For today's video, I decided it's time to do a spring look since we are in spring. Not only that, but I really wanted to give this palette a go. I got this for Christmas. Haven't used it yet. It is the 35S Sweet Oasis palette by Morphe. First of all, love the packaging. It's simple but beautiful, and it just screams spring and summer to me personally. So if you guys are interested in the look that I create, as well as my thoughts and opinions on this palette, since this is also a first impressions, then you guys should definitely keep on watching. For today's look, I think I'm going to keep it more on the neutral friendly side, which is kind of shocking. I know I haven't done a simple, somewhat neutral eye look in a very long time, but it's spring. It's just what I'm feeling. I might add a little pop of color, like the pinks in here. This palette is so beautiful. I haven't opened it since Christmas. This is what she looks like. This brown is not that attractive to me. It looks like a crappy poopy color, to be honest. Speaking of things not looking so pretty, please ignore the hideous band-aid that's on my finger. If you guys don't know, I have a little bit of a problem. I have a tendency to pick my cuticles, and really just my skin in general is something that I've been dealing with since I was very little. It can be triggered by anxiety, other times OCD. Just because I've been doing it for so long, it can be hard to try to figure out what's causing it. Anxiety, or do my hands just naturally find each other? That's really all it comes down to. So that's why I do my best to keep like a hair tie or a necklace, just so I can have my hands fiddle with something, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's definitely not attractive, so please ignore it. And if you guys deal with the same thing, whether it's skin or, you know, people do pick the hairs on their skin, it's completely normal. You are not the only one. So yeah, anyway, let's move on to the eye makeup. I don't think I'm going to be doing really any swatches, at least just yet, only because this isn't my first Morphe palette. I am pretty familiar with their formula. I think the first shade I'm going to dip into is this one right over here called Al Fresco. Whoo, that was a lot of that was a lot of kickback. Definitely want to make sure that you tap off the excess before you apply the shade to your eye. And I'm just using this all over my eye just to set the concealer. Very simple, but beautiful. Remember how I said I really wanted this to be kind of neutral friendly? I definitely mean that with the shades, but now I have this different vision. Do I want to use this brush? Yeah, why not? Speaking of brushes, if you guys are curious, the ones that I am using today are from Bling Brushes, my all-time favorite brushes. If you guys are interested in them, I'll have them linked down below in the description box. Now for the next shade. They don't really have that many options for a nice, warm brown. The only thing that we have is this color, and I don't like it. It's almost like the color of my band-aid. It's just not pretty. Maybe if I mix the shades Sandbar and Al Fresco together, I can get a better, prettier shade. I'm hoping. I'm placing this in my crease and also winging it out just like that. I don't know if I would ever use the shade Sandbar on its own, but mixed with Al Fresco, I can live with it. I can live with her. I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush, still using those same shades. And with this, I'm gonna connect the edge of this wing all the way down to the bottom of my lid. Sandbar didn't have as much kickback in the pan like alfresco did, so I really enjoyed that. Is it the end of the world? Absolutely not, but for some people it could be very annoying. So just letting you guys know, I really do like these shades together, but I feel like it's lacking a little bit of something. So I'm gonna go into the shade Sneak a Kiss just to give it a little bit of warmth. And I'm going to place this over the other two shades we just placed. Wow, that's really pretty. That is what I wanted. Look at this difference. Is this pretty? It is, but it's not the vibe I'm going for. This is. Wow. I'm going to grab a clean brush and use this to buff out the edges of the crease. I'm gonna go in with my Magic Star concealer as well as a mini concealer brush and this fine point detailing. I love these two when cutting the crease, especially when doing a wing cut crease. Am I gonna do that today? Yes, I am. For the pop of color, I'm gonna mix this shade right over here, which is Love Struck and Private Vanilla. I'm sorry, Private Villa. I'm glad I can read. Wow. Oh my gosh. That is so pretty. I'm just placing this right where we place that concealer. I'm having a little bit of patchiness going on, and I don't know if it's my eye in general or if it's the actual shades themselves. It's very rare that I experience patchiness with Morphe. Does it happen? Yes, but this wouldn't be a shade I would expect patching from. It makes me think maybe it's just my eyes not cooperating with me today. Everywhere else, it's pretty decent on the lid. Just right over here, close to the bottom by the lash line. It's not sticking as well as the rest. I'm actually going to go in with a brow brush just to build up the pigment a bit more in the tail area. Mixing Sandbar, Alfresco, and Sneak Peek. And placing this all over the lower lash line. Going back in with the brush that had absolutely nothing on it and using that to blend out the edges. So I'm going to go in with my ColourPop liquid liner in the shade Grande. It's just a brown liquid liner. With this, I'm going to slowly outline the pink. For my waterline, I'm going to grab my JSC Velour Lip Liner in the shade Red Rum. This is eye safe even though it's lip liner, hence the reason why I'm putting it in my eye. Then using my ColourPop gel liner in the shade Exit and placing this right on top of Red Rum. This is as close as I could get to the liner. My best recommendation is after you do the first layer, take the pencil and just wipe it on your hand. That way that red can come off and you can start fresh and it'll just get lighter from there. I'm going to take Revel in it and use that for the inner corner. Oh, that's pretty. I think this shade is gorgeous, but it's not bright enough for the inner corner, so I am going to take the shade Sunbathe and hopefully that can brighten it up a little bit. These shades together are stunning. It's literally the shade that we have on our lids, just in a shimmer. Again, it's not exactly where I want it to be, so I'm gonna have to grab something else. What? I don't know. I think I think I'm gonna go in with a gold. Maybe Sun Deck Chillin'. Placing a lot of shades in the center corner, but let's see if this works. Oh, yes. Yes, that is what I needed. I really love the way this looks. I think I'm gonna stop here, hop off camera, do my mascara, maybe false lashes, my lips, and then I'll be right back with the final look. Alright, you guys, this is basically the final look. The only thing that I'm missing is a lip gloss, and the only reason why I didn't put it on is because I really want to show you guys this bad boy. If you guys saw my most recent vlog, then you know that I said I recently filmed a mini haul of JSC lip products, and then at the bottom I said I decided not to film it because the nose contour was absolutely horrible. In the vlog, I guess in the position and lighting, it didn't look as horrible, but when we were face to face like this, oh my goodness, horrendous. I tried something different and I thought it was blended out. Clearly it wasn't. So I'm very upset that I had to scratch the entire video, but it is what it is. Now, one of the products that I had bought was this beautiful gloss by JSC. It is in the shade Ice Cold, and out of the two glosses that I ordered, this took my breath away. Just look at this bad boy. You ready? You ready? It's stunning. I can't wait. All right. Look at that! I can't get over how pigmented that is. Now, obviously, I'm not going to leave it like that. I'm going to blend it out, but oh, so beautiful. Usually, when we have little pearls in the gloss by JSC, they can get a little lost, which is to be expected, especially after you smack your lips together, but this, you still see her even after I smack my lips, and that is what I love about this gloss. Since we're already on the subject of lips, for lip liner, I use the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade BFF number 2, and then for lipstick, I use the JSC Velour Liquid Lipstick in the shade Skin Tight. I was very upset when I used this. Not because of the shade, I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I think it complements the look perfectly, but I didn't realize how much I use this, and there's barely anything in here, and because of that, whatever is left in there, it's starting to dry out, so I have to pick up another one, which I'm so upset about because he just had his lip sale, and I would have ordered this right then and there, but hey, it is what it is. For the brow highlight, as I said, I was more than likely going to use the highlight that I used on my face, which I did, and that was the JSC Supreme Frost Highlighter in the shade Frozen Peach. A beautiful everyday highlighter that is my holy grail and my go-to. Hands down. My beyond favorite highlighter from JSC. Now for lashes, I am wearing the Kiss Couture Faux Mink collection in the style Little Black Dress. I'm looking very confused because I had the box here and I don't know where I put it. So I was going off by memory. So if I looked like a deer in headlights or a confused deer in headlights, that's why. But yeah, I am obsessed with this look. The lashes definitely changed the game of this. For my thoughts and opinions on the it's not the JSC. That's how often I review Jeffree Star products. It just flows off my tongue. Try this again. Now for my thoughts and opinions on the 35S Sweet Oasis palette by Morphe. I used an okay amount of shades. In total, this palette has 35 shades. I only used 8. And I probably would have used a little bit less if I didn't have trouble with the inner corner. I have to say I am very happy with the shades that I did use. I did have some patchiness on my eyes, but I don't blame the palette. I do blame my actual eyelids, only because if this was the actual shades themselves, I would be having patchiness everywhere, not just in this small tiny area on my eyelids. So that's what I believe. It's my eyes, not the palette itself. Do I recommend this? I think this is gorgeous. I do recommend this palette, and I don't really use Morphe palettes like that anymore. I just don't. I have nothing against them, but my holy grail is JSC. That's the honest truth. I definitely want to branch out and try other products, and I plan to do that in the future. Hopefully in a couple of months I will do that, but if you guys know, I have tons of palettes from JSC and other brands as well. I really want to cycle through them. I don't want to buy more products and then have the other ones just sit there and go to waste. It's my money. I don't want to waste my money, and I don't want to waste the product. So for now, I'm sticking with what I have. But yeah, you guys, that is basically it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, as well as hang the notification bell. As always, all the products that I mentioned today will be linked down below in the description box. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.